It's Kate Candace. I've lived in Cottontown, Tennessee for 19 years. I'm the mother of a disabled veteran, and it really upsets me when people talk about government failing, because I think the Department of Defense does a pretty good job.
Yeah, but they're supposed to.
I am helping my disabled son raise my two grandchildren, and I want to make sure that when they graduate from college, that there will be good high-tech jobs in Middle Tennessee, and that we will be able to compete in a global market. Thank you. And I really appreciate you being here tonight.
Thank you for your taking your time to come here too. There are about 6.5 billion people in the world right now. Half of those that are working make less than $2 a day. That's certainly not something that we want to do. I have an 8-year-old daughter. I'm very concerned, just like your grandkids, about will their generation be able to inherit a better standard of living than their parents' generation. No matter what we do, the Chinese, the Indians, and elsewhere, they're going to be paying a lot less. And so they're making 2 or 3 widgets there an hour. We got to be making 10 or 15. And so to do that, we're going to have really a workforce here that can work at a higher level. Ball State and many other places are trying to do that. That's why I passed legislation to try to improve our math and science education. Let me just give you a real quick thing. It's getting better, but around when there was a study about 2 years ago about math and science education around the world. They looked at the 37 top OECD countries, industrialized countries. And we wound up being like 3rd from the bottom in math education and something like 6th in science. And as we looked into that to try to find out what are the reasons, on a national basis, we found that about 50% of our middle school math teachers don't have a certificate to teach math or have a degree to teach or a degree in that subject. Almost 90% of the physical science teachers. So it's hard to be able to teach and inspire in an area where you don't have that background. And my father, and I'm not criticizing teachers, because my father, who was a farmer, when I came along, my mother lost her job at she worked in a cafeteria. And so he had to get a second job, and he was the last one hired to teach at Smyrna High School. And since he was the last one hired, he was required to teach high school science and coach the girls basketball. And I'm not sure what you knew the least about it. But here we are 6 years later, and we're doing it about the same way. So I've introduced some scholarship programs so that kids can go into math or science and education if they're going to teach for 5 years. Stipends to bring those good teachers back to school that are getting a degree on top. We've got to do that to raise our level, not just to have a bunch of PhDs, but whether it's a high school graduate or a junior college graduate, we've got to work at a higher level. So in this country, as I said, we've got to make more widgets. I want us to be inventing the widget maker and manufacturing it here, and we've got to be more high-tech to do that.